Welcome to At Home with Music. I'm Leon Olguin. I'd like to talk about Roman numeral chord symbols. These provide a universal way to analyze and understand harmony, chord progressions, and musical structure across different keys. So first of all, you need to know your Roman numerals, but only up to 7. Maybe you studied Roman numerals when you were in school. Now, Roman numeral chord symbols refer to chord functions rather than specific notes. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, here's Roman numeral 1. As a chord symbol, this functions as the tonic chord in any key. So you have a triad, a 3-note chord built on the first note of the scale. You could call this the home chord. This is where all the chord progressions, for the most part, go to end. And so if we take basic chords from any key, 1 is the tonic, 4 is the subdominant, and 5 is the dominant. And so if you have a progression like this, 1, 4, 5, 1, these chord symbols don't refer to specific notes, like the chord symbols that we've already seen. So for example, if you're looking at a lead sheet and the chord symbol says D, then you know that you've got to play a D major chord, which contains the notes D, F sharp, and A. You play them in different order or whatever, but you've got to play those notes. But the Roman numeral chord symbols refer to the function of the chord and can be played in any key. So we could play this 1, 4, 5, 1 progression in the key of C, and it would be 1, 4, 5, 1, or we could play it in F, 1, 4, 5, 1, or in G, 1, 4, 5, 1. So once you learn the Roman numerals, now you can label the chords in a song using Roman numerals instead of the letter names. And so let's just start with the 3 Roman numeral chord symbols we have so far, which is 1, 4, and 5. Let's take a simple song like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. If we play it in C, we have this chord progression. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Now, if we're just looking at the Roman numeral chord symbols, and we can already pick out the melody by ear, then we can play it in any key. We can play it in G. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, and 5, and 1, and so on. We could play it in F. We could play it in A flat. Labeling the chords like this using Roman numerals is called harmonic analysis, and we can do this with any song or classical piece. And so as you do this with more songs, as you write the chords out with Roman numerals, you learn to recognize common chord progressions as you look at the Roman numerals. So for example, you could play this chord progression, 1, 4, 5, 1. And you're looking at it on the page. There it is, 1, 4, 5, 1. Well, what do we play? Well, before you can play anything, you need to identify what key you're in. And if you know those 4 chords, or 3 chords, I should say, in all the keys, then you're all set. You can transpose. That is, you can play that song in any key. As you learn to analyze songs using Roman numeral chord symbols, you learn to identify and name chord progressions by sound. Even if you don't have perfect pitch, and I really don't have it anymore, you can listen to a progression like this, and you'll know that it's a cadence. You've identified it by sound, and you go, that's 5, 1. Or you could hear a progression like this. Or basically you're hearing 4, 1. You hear Amen, the plagial cadence. Roman numeral chord symbols definitely come in handy for advanced music theory concepts like secondary dominants, borrowed chords, modulations. If you don't remember what all those things are, don't worry, we'll review them. These chord symbols are also a bridge to learning the Nashville numbering system, and we'll get to that in another video. So, maybe you found yourself thinking as you learn to play, you're learning your favorite songs or your favorite piano pieces, and you think to yourself, man, I wish I understood better harmony and how chords work together. Or, I wish I could write my own music, but I'm not sure where to start. I wish I could learn my favorite songs more quickly and efficiently. I wish I could play in different keys without having to rewrite the whole lead sheet. I really wish I could do that. I could instantly change the key of a song. Well, you can get started fulfilling these wishes and more by learning to use Roman numeral chord symbols. So we'll get more into that in the next video. I'll show you everything you need to know about Roman numeral chord symbols, how they work, how to use them. So if you have any questions, any comments, please be sure to leave those in the comment section. I try to answer, well, I do. I answer every comment that I receive unless I can't figure out what it is you're asking or saying. Anyway, if you'd like to support my work, you can go to my Patreon page. The link is in the description. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do so. That helps the channel a lot. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.